All right, boys, welcome back. UFC Fight Night, Royval versus Kape on deck for this weekend at the UFC Apex. I was hoping they'd be done with the UFC Apex by 2026, but it looks like we got a couple more events booked, so here's to hoping it's done by 2027. But we're going to go through this card, give the quick hits. I am a casual, so I don't know too much about some of the lower level guys on this card, some of the debutantes, but I'm still going to go through and give my thoughts on the card this weekend. So I hate this picture. It's so deep fried. Why did they have to do this? Also, just noticing that Royval has a third nipple. Maybe that'll give him some extra power this weekend, but Delisha just lost by KO, so maybe not. Anyway, main event, Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape. I really can't stand Manel Kape, man. I'm tired of the eye pokes. I'm tired of the fouls. I'm tired of the whining. He just seems like a big whiny baby, and I'm saying that knowing that he could beat the shit out of me. So I do like Brandon Royval coming off that war against Joshua Van. Obviously, he's really good on the feet, but he's got the better ground game out of the two. So I feel like we are going to get a crafty veteran either decision, but I do think we might see a late submission from Brandon Royval here. Like I said, man, I really am not a fan of Manel Kape. I really don't want him anywhere near a belt, so I'm hoping Brandon Royval can stuff whatever momentum he thinks he's coming into this weekend with. Moving on, Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. I like Kevin Vallejos, but Giga Chikadze might just be a little bit too much too soon here. Obviously, he's a striker. He's a good kickboxer. He's fought really good competition for a really long time. But Kevin Vallejos, his only loss is to Gene Silva on the Contender Series. So he might get a chance to display the skills a little bit more in the last fight. He took what's the last guy's name? I think the last guy's name was Silva, too. He took him to a decision. Not the best fight that I've ever seen. So hopefully we get a peak Kevin Vallejos hook here. But I do think Giga Chikadze might just outpoint him to a decision. It'll be a fun fight. It'll be a scrap, but I don't know. Like I said, just might be too much too soon for Kevin Vallejos, so I'm going to go Giga by decision here. Next up, Cesar Almeida versus Cesar Olasejic. Man, you can't beat Polish power. I don't have any metric that tells me that he's going to win. Cesar Almeida is big, strong, fast. He's a scary middleweight, man. So, my brain tells me Cesar Almeida, but my heart is going to tell me Polish power. He's coming off a win, right? Oh, he's debuting. Oh, okay. All right, maybe I don't know too much about this fight. I do think Cesar Almeida wins by knockout, but who knows, man. Polish power seems to be winning most of the time as of late, so I'm imagining that Almeida's a big favorite, so we're going to go with the underdog Oleksiejczuk here. Polish power win. I'm going to say knockout in the third round. Hopefully he throws, man. He's probably training at the same gym, training with the Fight Nerds, so I'm sure he's got the grappling game, but I do hope they keep it on the feet, and I hope it's a fun scrap, and I hope Oleksiejczuk wins by knockout. Next up, we got Morgan Charriere versus Manel Kape. The people's main event, man. Morgan Charriere is a fucking fun fighter. He liked my story on Instagram, so basically we're boys now. But seriously, I've been following Morgan Charriere since he got to the UFC. Obviously, he's a killer-be-killed fighter. He is an absolute brawler. He'll get in there and just throw, which I love. Manel Kape also good on the feet. But I do think he has the edge on the ground. So I think what might happen, what we might see is he might, eat one on the chin from Morgan Charriere here and then maybe dive for like an ankle and then get finished on the ground that way. A little Anthony Smith, hey, how are you? But I do think Charriere has the power to one-punch him on the chin. I don't know how much Manel Kape's chin has been tested, but I don't love the people that he's been facing. So I do like Morgan Charriere here coming off a win. Build up the momentum. Maybe make a run at featherweight. I would really love that. Morgan Charriere, if you're watching this video, hit me up. We'll do an interview. As if, yeah. But yeah, I do. I'm gonna take Morgan Charriere by knockout in this fight. Next up, Nzechukwu versus Buchecha. Buchecha coming off that knockout loss. I believe it was his debut last fight. Obviously, he's pretty. He's got some good accolades in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so we're looking at him versus Nzechukwu, who's traditionally a striker. Looks like they're both coming off losses. This one's going to be about the defense of Nzechukwu, if he's going to be able to defend the submission game of Buchecha. He's obviously not the most skilled on defense, so looks like he's got the height advantage, but not the weight advantage. I don't really care about that too much for heavyweights, to be honest with you. I don't really have any thoughts. It's just a classic grappler versus striker matchup. Buchecha, I think he's probably going to get past the defense in the Nzechukwu and be able to take the back. So I like Buchecha by rear naked choke round 3. Don't know why I decided to be super specific on that one, but rear naked choke round 3. Next up, Bobby Green versus Lance Gibson Jr. Not going to pretend to know anything about Lance Gibson Jr., but Bobby Green obviously coming off a rough couple of losses in those last few fights. You know, he's nearing the tail end of his career. Lance Gibson Jr. is on a little win streak. Like I said, I'm not going to pretend to know too much about this, but this is a late addition to this card. I don't know how good of a shape Bobby Green keeps himself in. Don't know why he really chose to fight on this, unless they were just looking for names and he was the one they pulled out the hat. I am going to take Bobby Green. Dude, it's so hard to pick Bobby Green to win a fight, man. Fuck it. Lance Gibson Jr. is going to win this fight. Let's just say that. Let's see. Damn. All right. His average fight time is 0 seconds. He literally knocks people out at the 0 second mark every time. So I am going to have to go Lance Gibson Jr. by round 1 knockout. Let's go with that. Isaac Thompson making his debut on like a week's notice against Anderson Brito. Anderson Brito, good pressure wrestler, but Isaac Thompson's from Australia. That's all you need to know. The Aussie's going to take this one. I'll say by knockout. A little disrespect being shown to Neil Magny here. Put him on this early on the prelims. He's coming off that weird win versus Jake Matthews. Matthews felt like he won that fight. I think he appealed that one. I thought he won the fight, but you know what? Neil Magny, he's not even getting much of a name off this one. Obviously, he's on the prelims of a UFC Fight Night card. So, again, don't know too much about Yaroslav Amosov. Don't even have a picture on here, so I can't. Oh, he's 28-1. Damn, that's a good record. Man, I'm not even gonna drop a prediction for this fight. If I had to guess, yeah, I will. I'll take Neil Magny by submission. We're gonna get a crafty vet submission from Neil Magny here, but this guy seems to be good. Who knows if he's can crushing? We'll see. We'll see when the fight day rolls around. So, Sean Sharaf, Steven Asplin. We got Concrete Boy coming off a round 1 knockout in Dana White's Contender Series. He's good on the mic. He's better than fucking Colby Covington 2.0 at heavyweight, whatever that guy's name is. Cringe master, but, it looks like he hits hard. Sean Sharaf's another power puncher, so we got unranked prelim heavyweights. This is going to be a 50-50, but I am going to go with Concrete for this one. And I just don't know or care too much about the last 3 fights on this card, man. So I think we're all good. I think this is going to be a fun card, man. We got to take what we can get. Don't have UFC for 6 weeks after this one, so got to enjoy this card. Got to enjoy this smaller arena. Not a lot of places to go. There should be some fun striking matchups in here. And, that's all you can hope for, really. So we're going to be deprived of UFC for quite a while. There's always content going around, though, so stick around. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you think Manel Kape's going to win by some stupid eye poke bullshit or not. And I will see you guys in the next one.